think it's about time we get the people what they want, man. How y'all doing out there? It's your very own Fratelli TDD, Fratelli Blame Blocker, Fratelli the Great, God's Gifts to Society. And we back at it again. You already know. It's episode 3 of the World Is Yours podcast. Thanks for tuning in. The time is now 12:26 a.m. EST. And it's been a beautiful day, man. First off, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's been giving me the good feedback, the negative feedback. Also, I appreciate y'all too, because it's letting me know what I need to work on. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for my YouTube viewers. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and follow the TikTok. Go ahead and like some of my content, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all want to see. If y'all want to see more females on the show, you know what I'm saying? If you got some specific topics that you want me to touch on, let me know. You feel me? We ain't turning down no information. We ain't turning down nothing but our collar. You know what I mean? So tap in with me. Let me know. You can follow me on Instagram at KingBlocker999. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram on my music page as well for Telly TDD. And we going live. It's lit. Like I said, a lot of people been telling me to go live, and this is actually my first time going live on TikTok. So, give me your feedback, leave your comments. I can't really see what y'all saying right now, if there's anybody even watching this. However, once this is recorded, I'll go back and check everything out. So, I don't really have a topic prepared tonight. I usually just like to get on here and let it flow and just let y'all know how I'm feeling. So I had a beautiful day, great day. I got work done. It was productive. And just, it's a constant battle in your mind every single day. You feel me? It's a constant battle to be greater, to be better. And I had to realize that that's what this whole life thing is about, man. It's a war in your mind. Once you conquer the war in your mind, there's nothing that you can't do. And there's going to be so many people to come into your life and leave out your life. There's going to be so many people to do their best to hang on to you in a negative way. Some are going to be positive, but I realize that it's going to be more negative than positive. And that's what it's going to take really for you to overcome, to achieve greatness. You're going to have to overcome all them obstacles. You're going to have to cut some people off. You're going to have to get a lot of people out your life. But at the end of the journey, man, it's going to be worth it. When you finally reach that goal, it's going to be more than worth it. And you're going to be proud of yourself that you did it. You're going to be grateful to yourself that you were able to let those people go. And, if it's a must, go back for them. Once you get you right, though. That's what it's all about. You are the key to everything. So, never let that go over your head. You the key to the whole puzzle. Once you figure out you, and once you figure out the war in your mind, there's really no limits. They said the sky was the limit, but I don't believe that. It's really no limits. So, but listen, man, keep being you. Keep being you no matter what. And that's not always the easiest thing to do. However, it's a must if you want to achieve greatness. You have to be yourself. You can't be like anybody else. You can't try to keep up with the Joneses. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And people got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? People going to have to respect that. And they got to love you for who you are. And if they don't, then they don't deserve to be in your life. Straight like that. So, but one of the things I want to touch on tonight is people slandering your name. That's one of the things that's going to come into your life when you're really on that road to achieve greatness. People are going to slander your name. People from your past, whether they be old friends that, some people got friends that they helped. And at one time that they said they couldn't help, now you're a demon. You feel me? Now it's a problem because of that one time. So that was never really your friend in the first place. These are all life lessons. Whether it's an old girlfriend, old girlfriends that you left, whatever it was that you did, you left a bad taste in their mouth for whatever reason. Oh, listen, man. everybody got the same 24 hours in a day, and everybody has the right to make their own decisions. So you can't blame anybody for your life or the way your life is. That's just not fair. Nobody put a gun to your head and said this is what must be done. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody has a choice. Everybody has a choice. And you choose whatever choice you decide to make. So, man, there's so many people that have talked about me negatively. And I do my best to stay off of that energy. You know, I do my best to stay focused and keep it positive, because gossiping is like one of the most low vibrational things you could do. Talking negative about somebody is crazy work. It ain't really that much time in the day, you know, to be talking about other people, especially not in a negative way. And I just realized that shit don't get you nowhere, man. That shit gets you lonely, and people can see what you're doing. You understand? People are not blind to the fact that you want attention or you're seeking attention, when in all actuality, you need to just be working on yourself. Whatever things happened in the past, leave that shit in the past. Let it go. There's nothing you can do about it. Be grateful for the negative as well as the positive. But that's a whole nother story, man. People gonna try to slander your name, bro. That's just what it is. Ain't no getting around it. It's messed up as it may be. People are going to talk negative about you. They gonna hate. And at the end of the day, man, I had a great song go. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You feel me? So welcome to haters, man. They there for a reason. Everybody got a job to do. And the haters, that's just their job. They hate. And some people never gonna take accountability for their own shortcomings. And you gotta be okay with that. You gotta accept that and understand that at least you're not them. At least you can take accountability for the things that you've done. That's gonna be one of the biggest steps to your growth. Learning to take accountability. Like, that's one thing I had to do. Learn to take accountability. Yeah. So, like I said, man, look, I don't come on here prepared or anything like that. I just speak off the heart. Whatever the universe give me to talk about, that's what I want to talk about. The show gonna get more interesting as it goes on. This is a new thing for me. I'm super stepping out my element, getting uncomfortable, talking to y'all. Some people might think I'm a natural, you feel me? But this is new for me. This is me getting uncomfortable. And that's what I realized it has to be. You gotta get uncomfortable in order for you to achieve greatness. You gotta push past those limits. You have to step outside the box. You have to do that. And that's just what it is, man. Being great come with a price. And most of the time that price is uncomfortability. However, on the other side of uncomfortability, on the other side of fear and anxiety, is bliss. And the more and more I get uncomfortable and I step outside myself to do things that push me, the more blissful I feel. So everybody not gonna see your vision, everybody not gonna understand, and that's okay. As long as you know. But don't let these negative entities and these negative spirits, these negative people that's around you deter you from the bigger goal, man. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused on the task at hand. Because it's bigger than all this. You know what I'm saying? Your task and your goal and your purpose for life is bigger than every negative obstacle that you're gonna overcome. And it's just that simple. So, like I said, man, look, I'ma just sit on here for a little while. I'ma just talk my shit, you know? And that's just the mood I'm in right now. I'm in the mood to pop my shit. You feel me? Greatness is in the room. Greatness is in the room. You feel me? Yes. Leave a comment. Like I said, y'all can go check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at King Blocker 999. We doing great things, man. Like I said, leave a comment. What y'all want to learn? What y'all want to know? We got all night for real. I got my laptop right here. I'm gonna be giving y'all some gems and dropping jewels. You see the books I got? These are all the books that I'm reading right now. I got more books right here, like The Art of Seduction. You know, this is a great book. I haven't opened it yet, but I heard so many great things about this book. But I'm gonna get to that. So, get you some books, man. Get you some books. If you truly want to become better, if you truly want to expand your greatness or tap into your greatness, get you some books. Learn. Personal development is one of the best things that ever happened to me in life. That's that Planter. Shout out Planter too. They got some great food in there. If you want a plant-based journey, go hit up Planter on Krog Street. I ain't gonna lie, they got the service is great and the food is even more great. So check them out for sure. But like I said, personal development is one of the best things that has happened to me in my life. One of the best things that I dived into is personal development. And I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. I started personal development back in like 2015, I believe it was. It was maybe a year after my first son was born. I didn't know nothing about personal development, but I was always hungry for opportunity, always hungry for more, always hungry to be better. And I remember living in Dalton, Georgia. This is a little town, about 30 minutes north of Tennessee, 30 minutes north of Chattanooga, the border. And you know, I worked at a lot of different warehouse jobs. I worked at Budweiser. I worked at carpet mills. Just whatever I could do to make some bread. And the whole time I knew that wasn't gonna be for me, you know? And even crazier, I started off in an even smaller town called Chickamauga, Georgia, working at this pallet yard. The owner of the pallet yard's name was Mr. Fields, man. And Mr. Fields was like a no-nonsense, hard-ass, older guy, older OG. But he was straight up solid. I can't even lie. I mean, he told me a lot. He told me a lot about being a black business owner in Georgia. Just watching him every day. This guy had to be like in his 70s. But he would get up every day and come to work like the rent was due. You feel me? But the man was loaded. And he still is. So Mr. Fields, shout out to you because you planted a great seed in me. Mr. Fields was a great guy. So that's really how I started. I started in Georgia. I moved from New York City and my first job was making $8 an hour at a pallet yard. So fast forward, man, I moved to Dalton, Georgia. And like I said, I always had a hunger for more. My whole purpose for moving to Georgia was to move to Atlanta and to make music and get on in Atlanta, get rich in Atlanta. That was my whole goal. And I just never lost sight of that. You feel me? I never lost sight of that goal. And I kept going. And I kept going. I kept going. I kept going. I said that to say this. I always had a burning desire. No matter what I was doing, even though I knew those jobs wasn't for me, I done quit hella jobs. I done had over 100 jobs probably. I done quit hella jobs. I done got fired from hella jobs. But I always had a burning desire for more. Fast forward, I found this company by the name of World Ventures. And so I don't remember who put me on. Oh, my cousin put me on the World Ventures actually. Shout out to my cousin, bro. It's like more like my brother. And you know what I mean? Ocho, what's the word, man? He put me on the World Ventures and he was like, yo, like when I seen this, I knew it was for you. And it was for me. It was for me. And I didn't know what I was getting into, you know? I didn't know everything I was getting into or what it was gonna be, what the journey was gonna be like, but I just trusted my cousin and I trusted that he wouldn't deter me and send me down the wrong path. And honestly, that was one of the best decisions I made. So it was a network marketing company. I didn't really make a lot of money with this company. However, I was all in. I was immersed. I immersed myself in this company because I wanted more. I wanted more. And the vibration of the company was so high. There'll never be another company like World Ventures. If you experience World Ventures, Dream Trips, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There'll never be another company like this company. They're not around no more. You know what I'm saying? But that company changed my life. I immersed myself in personal development because I had no choice. Everybody that was around me, everybody that was pushing forward was on the timing of personal development. They wanted more for their lives. They wanted to be better. They wanted to travel. They wanted residual income. People driving around, young kids, 19, 20 years old, driving around in BMWs. And I just saw more for myself the more I hung around these people. So I had some mentors, on the journey. But during that time, like I said, I didn't make a lot of money with the company, but I traveled the most I ever traveled at that time. And I've traveled way more now. However, at that time, I had traveled the most I ever traveled. And, it was one of those companies, network marketing, you got to sign people up. You feel me? People wasn't jacking my shit though. I'm not gonna hold you. People wasn't jacking it. A lot of people told me no. There was some people that told me yes. I'm not gonna hold you. Shout out to y'all. You feel me? The people that told me yes. Shout out to y'all. And I'll never forget that. A couple people I remember firsthand, like my boy Vic. He signed up with the platinum. My boy Fillmore signed up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure I had some other people that signed up too. However, I wasn't producing enough volume to make the maximum amount of money. However, I didn't quit. I stuck with it and I stuck with it and I stuck with it and I stuck with it when people told me no. So many people told me no. That was the most I ever got told no. I'm doing hella presentations. I'm standing up in front of people, getting uncomfortable. No, I'm not signing up with that narrow marketing scheme, or I'm not signing up with that pyramid scheme. That's what they used to tell me. And at the time, I didn't really get what was happening, but that was building character for me. That was building the motivation. That was not the motivation, but more so, that was building my drive and my desire for more. And I didn't care what other people said. It hurt though. I'm not gonna lie. At the time, because I was broke and I was wanting that life so bad, and I felt like I was chasing it. And you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, and that's the best thing to do. Just get started. And like the great saying goes, you don't gotta get started to be. You don't gotta be great to get started, but you gotta get started to be great. And that's a powerful saying right there. Because down through those years that I kept going to these events, networking with these different people, reading different books like Think and Grow Rich, I was building my character. And fast forward, I own my own business now. I own my own plumbing company, Block of Pipes Unlimited. I had to restart a new business entity. I had to start a new business entity. Long story, okay? We ain't gonna get into that on this one. But let's just say, never mix business with pleasure. That's a very valuable lesson that I learned. Never mix business with pleasure, all right? Even though it might be hard in the beginning, just do it hard. Pause. Okay? Just do it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, just do that shit. It might be hard, but at the end of the day, man, it's gonna be worth it. So, at the end of the day, I'm grateful. It was a learning lesson. I wouldn't take back nothing. But even through that, people talked about me in a negative way. And people are still talking about me in a negative way. And hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. That don't make me shit. What you eat don't make me shit. And that's just a fact. What you eat don't make me shit, man. I'm going to keep going. Regardless. I came too far to turn back now. Straight. However, I'm finding myself just every day getting more and more uncomfortable. Every day. And that uncomfortability eventually turns into comfortability. You get comfortable being in uncomfortable situations. And that goes to like every aspect in life. If it's something that you want to overcome or something that you want to accomplish, it's not going to be easy at first. You're going to sweat. You're going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel your heart pumping blood. But you got to just get through that. You got to just do it every day. Do a little bit every day. Or if you're real crazy, you can 10x it every day. Do it 10 times more than what you would normally do. And you'll shorten that learning curve. You'll get better a lot faster. Like with me, content. This is not something that for years I avoided this because I didn't want to talk in front of people. And just like right now, I don't know who's watching me. I'm just talking to a camera. However, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm talking. It is what it is. Eventually, if y'all ain't watching, the world's gonna be watching eventually. And that's the type of mindset you gotta have. The world will be watching eventually. The world don't know my name yet. They're gonna know my name eventually. And I can guarantee that because I'm not gonna stop. We going to the top. That's a fact. We going to the top. Like I said, man, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel at KingBlocker999. Follow the gram at KingBlocker999. Follow my TikTok too at KingBlocker999. And then the TikTok that I'm on live right now is for TeleTDD. So I started that one a while ago. And I'll be going back and forth between both of them. You feel me? This is my first time going live on TikTok. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all see. Let me know what y'all, let me know what y'all like, what y'all want to talk about. I'm open for discussions. Man. I need to get another phone right here though, so I can really see what y'all talking about. You feel me? Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see. First, I gotta check my camera. Okay, we live. Okay. I need to take to an interview. Okay, I see y'all. Okay, we in there. That's what's up, man. I appreciate the feedback for sure. I definitely appreciate the feedback, gang. 100%. Come in, man. Tell y'all friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You feel me? Yeah, it's like that. It's motivational. It's for motivational purposes only. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. You understand what I'm saying? It's for motivational purposes only. I do this to motivate myself, first and foremost. And I do this to motivate other people around and other people that's wanting to do what I'm doing. If you don't have the courage to sit in front of a camera and just talk to the world, talk to people that you don't know, you just got to get started. That's the best thing, the best way, man. Just say fuck it. Just say fuck fear, bro. And just get started. That's the best thing that's the best advice I could give you. Get started. Get a mentor. Invest in a mentor. That's what I did. I invested a good amount of money into a mentor. It really wasn't a lot, but some people might say it's a lot. However, you can't put a price on knowledge. Can't put a price on knowledge, and you can't put a price on experience. That's a fact. Would I take back that money that I gave my mentor to be his mentee? Nah, I wouldn't take that back, because it not only gave me experience and knowledge, it gave me confidence. Because when you around these high level individuals, you have no choice but to level up and step your game up. So I wouldn't tell y'all nothing that I wouldn't do for myself. Get a mentor. It's important. Invest in yourself. It's of utter importance to invest in yourself. Nobody's gonna invest in you more than you invest in yourself. And nobody's gonna believe in you more than you believe in yourself. So you have to do that. You have to invest in yourself, man. You have to believe in yourself. You gotta be hungry. You gotta damn near be desperate in order to get to where you wanna get to. Desperation. Desperate, as if somebody could, imagine you in an event, right? And you got kids. I don't know if y'all got kids out there. I'm sure some of y'all got kids. However, I have kids. If you in an event and you get the call that your kid has just got hurt, he got hit by a car, he's laying up under the car right now, he's calling for his dad, calling for his mom. You're in an event, hundreds of thousands of people, and the door is locked. Security's blocking the door. You can't get out. But you know that your child needs you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit there and just say, damn, I can't get through all these people. There's 100,000 people. Damn, I can't get through all these people. And the security block. No, you're not. You're gonna get up. You're gonna squeeze through all of those people. Do whatever it is you gotta do to get to that back door. And if security try to stop you, you damn near gonna beat the shit out of security to get to your kid. And if you get out that door, when you get out that door, and you go to your car, and your tire is flat, what you gonna say? Oh man, it's just a sign that it's just a sign. I can't keep going. I gotta turn back up. No, hell no, you're not. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna get that tire fixed. You're gonna take an Uber if you gotta pay damn near $300, $400 to get to your kid, wherever the Uber is, wherever he's at, or wherever she's at. You're gonna do whatever it takes to get to your kid. And that's the mentality that I had to adopt. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to freedom, because that's my why. Freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Look, real quick, let me just divert. You know what I'm saying? I saw y'all had some questions in the live chat. Hit my inbox. You feel me? I'll answer them there. Because like I said, this is my first time going live. So I'm not really sure which way I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying? But if you got real questions, hit my inbox or comment under one of my pictures or something, one of my videos. I'll definitely reply to y'all. It's nothing. I definitely want to be more in tune with my community and engaging with y'all. So I appreciate y'all for even being on here watching. For sure. Super gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. You can always follow me on the gram. Hit my DM at KingBlocker999. Let me know where you saw my feed at. And I got you. We can tap in. KingBlocker999 on the gram. KingBlocker999 on YouTube. Subscribe. Like, share, leave a comment. You already know the vibes. But back to what I was saying is like, you gotta have a burning desire. Forget the naysayers. People are always gonna have something to say, man. Whether you're doing bad, whether you're doing good, or whether you're doing great, they're gonna always have something to say. So it doesn't really matter what they say. The only thing that matters is you. Like literally. Because your family or your loved ones matter too, but if you ain't the best version of yourself, you'll never be the best version for them. You have to be the best version of yourself for yourself, or you'll never be the best version for anyone else. So don't let that go over your head, man. Lock in, tap in. Consistency is key. Consistency is key to everything, to your desires. Consistency with wanting to be disciplined. Because without discipline, you ain't shit. Without discipline, I'm gonna just tell you right now. Without discipline, you ain't shit. Like, I had to have the discipline. I gotta have the discipline to come bring my ass home and come get in front of this camera and talk. And that ain't always the easiest thing to do. But whatever, you know. I'm gonna just let it flow. I'm gonna just let it flow out, because that's the type of time that I'm on. It's just gonna flow naturally. So, man, life is really amazing though. Like, life is really something. One moment you could be a bum on the street, the next moment you could be at your highest heights, and then that same instant you could be back on the street. Ain't that some shit? Be grateful for what you have. Understand you don't want to get complacent. I'm not saying that. But, be grateful where you at. But keep working to get better. That's just the bottom line. Don't get complacent, though. Because once you get complacent, you get stuck and you're destined to just flatline. You're going to damn near kill yourself when you get complacent. But keep working. Keep working. Keep grinding. 12:54. I could talk to y'all a little bit more. Man, I'm grateful for the naysayers though. You feel me? I'm grateful for the people who talk bad about me. I'm grateful for it all. Because it's all energy. And you have the choice to take that energy, to take that negative energy and use it for your own good. If you choose to do so, it's all your choice. You can take that negative energy and you can fight negative with negative. And a negative and negative never equals a positive. So the choice is yours. But I'm not gonna entertain negativity. You're gonna be negative, bro. That's you. You wanna talk bad on my name? That's you. You just make yourself look stupid and low vibrational as hell. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to talk bad about you. I'm going to just let the world see you for who you are. The world is going to be able to feel your energy. Just like the world just like you feel my energy right now. You know I'm being as genuine as I possibly can, especially to sit here and talk to people that I don't know. I'm super uncomfortable right now. I'm just let you know that. I'm super uncomfortable right now. Because I'm talking to a camera. There's nobody in this room but me. I'm talking to a camera. I'm spitting shit. I'm talking to a camera. And I don't know who's looking back at me. I don't know how you're going to feel about this content. I don't know how you're going to feel about the message that I'm giving. Is it lame? Is it corny? I don't know. I think I'm lit, actually, though. I'm not gonna hold you. It don't really matter what y'all think. I'm not gonna lie. Because I believe I'm lit, first and foremost. And I believe that the message that I'm putting out is gonna help somebody. It's gonna resonate with someone. So, if this message resonated with you, if anything I said resonated with you, leave a comment. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at KingBlocker999. That's at KingBlocker999. Follow me on Instagram at KingBlocker999. And let me know what you want to see, man. I like all feedback, negative and positive. I don't care. Throw some hard eyes up there, ladies. You feel me, fellas? Throw some fire emojis up there. Throw some strength, some strength emojis up there, man. Yeah, man. Like, come on, support the God. It's litty. It's litty. It's litty. It's litty. I'm gonna do my best to get y'all more content. Like, let me know who y'all want to see. I got some females that's gonna be coming on soon to chop it up. They're gonna be right here on the World Is Yours podcast. It's lit. We're gonna be asking real live questions. Let me know what kind of questions y'all want me to ask. This is, at the end of the day, this is for me, honestly. This is for my sanity, but it's really for y'all too, though. This is for y'all too. I want to be able to help y'all out. This is why I'm doing this. Not just for myself, not just to help myself. Even though first and foremost is to help myself, because I want to push past whatever limits I have, whatever anxiety, whatever thing that's causing me to freeze up. I want to push past that. I'm going to push past that. I'm going to constantly keep working on myself every single day. I'm going to constantly keep pushing myself to be better in whatever it is. Constantly keep knocking on that door of success. And the more you keep knocking on that door, the more doors are going to start to open for you. So, it's up, man. 2025 has already been a great year. It's already been a great year. You know, people have been complimenting me on my growth. They like, yo, bro, I see your growth, man. I see what you're doing. I see you've been doing the just being better, just pushing yourself, being consistent. And that feels good to hear. That feels good to hear. It makes you want to keep going. It makes you want to keep putting out more content. But if I had never started, though, being consistent, I wouldn't be getting those comments. So I'm grateful that I started. 100%. It's 12:59. I don't know how long I've been on here. I've been on here maybe like 30 minutes, but listen, yeah, I'm about to tap off. I'm about to sign off. You already know. Vitelli TDD, Vitelli the Great, God's Gift Society. Holla at me, man.
It seems, 'cause you're outside looking in. It's all a fantasy. This thing between you and me. We're popping on every scene. You know, getting paparazzi.